I'm Mia, and if you're thinking, wow, you look more red than you usually do, it's because I have a sunburn. So, yay me. So I got sunburned over the weekend. Thankfully, only like my nose really got super sunburned. My arms are currently slathered in aloe vera, and I have long sleeves on because it was also cold today, so. But trust, my arms are like bright red. But on the topic of sunburns, I kind of want to do like a sunset look. I know I've been doing a lot of summery looks lately, but I love a good sunset makeup, so. And it's my makeup on my face. None of you can stop me. Also, I've changed the calibration on my camera a little, so I'm hoping this is a little more, you know, true to what I see. But whatever. So, like usual, I'm gonna start with my eyes. I'm gonna go in with the Mad About Hue palette from Colourpop. This is like one of my favorite palettes from them. So, I am taking a little bit of Elephant and then a little bit of Bus Stop. More Elephant than Bus Stop. And I'm gonna pack this right underneath the arch of my brow. And that is only where I am putting this shade. But yeah, on, what day was it? On Saturday, I was like out and about because I actually had the day off. Look at me. And it was like 80 degrees. And it was the first real day that I've been like out in the sun. Because it's New England, the sun doesn't really exist until this time of year anyways. And last really warm day, it was a day that I was working. So, kind of forgot that the first really warm day and sunny day is the one time I will get sunburned this year. But I'll hopefully be good in like a week. Hopefully. I am taking a bit of Lotta Gelato and a bit of Screwdriver, and I'm going to focus this right about here. I'm not going to blend down too far because I'm going to be putting pink down there. Blend it a little here. Oh, so the whole point of my trip to New York is to go see Heathers. Heathers is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's one of my favorite musicals of all time. I separate the two because they're not exactly the same, but I can live with that. So, it was either Friday or Saturday. It was a day that I didn't film because I haven't filmed since last week. I realized that my ticket was for July 6th. My trip dates are the 13th through the 16th. So, obviously I fixed that. They didn't have a 7 o'clock show on the Sunday I get in, so I'm going to see if I can get a Little Shop of Horrors ticket for them. So I'm going to go Monday night, so that will definitely cement. I'm going to Heathers Monday night now at 7 o'clock. So that definitely cements my idea of I'm wanting to wander like Times Square and like Midtown, that kind of area. But yeah, I made a little bit of an oopsie. Again, find it funny that I did the same thing with my Amtrak ticket, but as I said to my friend, at least I'm noticing this stuff now, you know, in May and not July when I try to go to these things. And then they go, hey, there's no 7 o'clock show today, what are you doing here? And then I go, oh no, you know? And I did treat myself to an orchestra ticket instead of the mezzanine that I had originally booked. I deserve nice things. It's my birthday trip to me. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Cola and a little bit of Lil Iffy. Ironic. And I'm gonna start focusing this right about here. I am gonna go in with a lighter pink here, but I just want like a deeper color down for right now. And I'm gonna very carefully flick and blend this in. Also, I've been refreshing Getty Images for the Met Gala looks for the past like hour, and there are some looks that are really good. I can't say that I'm an expert on the theme, and I'm very obviously white, so I really have no expertise. But I know what I like, what I don't like, I'm seeing some fantastic looks. I'm seeing some not so fantastic looks. Like there was just like a single black suit so far, and I'm like, no matter what the theme is, I'm very anti-black suit for men on red carpets, let alone the Met Gala. So, oh man, it's the Met Gala and I didn't even rewatch Ocean's 8. Can't believe myself. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. Like, it's not a great movie by any stretch, but it's fun and I love it. So sue me. And then, kind of a flat brush, I'm taking some of Just Dream Girl. And I'm gonna pack this basically wherever I have empty space up front. And Little Shop hasn't announced who's gonna be coming in, and I did a little bit of stalking, and the next cast is usually announced by now. Honestly, by the time this video goes up, the cast will probably be announced, but that's not gonna be for like another week or two. And then on a little short dense brush, I'm taking a little bit of Tada mixed with simple syrup. I'm just gonna focus that right here. And then I will blend this out with like a clean brush just to wing it a bit. I love how I was like, oh, this is not a very convenient time to be doing my makeup. So I decided to do a look that involves multiple brushes and a little bit of precise blending time. I don't think these things through sometimes. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Ooh, I almost forgot about under eyeshadow, and this is a look that really needs it. So, taking a little bit of Lil Iffy, and I'm gonna... I specifically love this shade, and I feel like it looks very nice with my eyes, so not to toot my own horn, but... Also, I just got home from seeing Thunderbolts, and I'm not gonna spoil any of the movie, because I had the entire movie spoiled for me, thanks to untagged spoilers on TikTok and Twitter. I'm gonna bleep that. I know I can't say those words. But I would just like to say that my Bucky Barnes obsession may be back in full force. Especially after that scene with him on the motorcycle. But Bucky's always been one of my favorites, and Elon has always been one of my favorites, and this movie has only cemented that. And I would just like to say, this is what happens when you let real filmmakers make a Marvel movie. You get a good movie. Alright, I am putting a shimmer on because you can't stop me on that front. I always need something at least a little shimmery on my eyes. So I'm just going to pack that here. And I am going to look for like an iridescent shadow. Hopefully I can get some like blue and green reflex in there to kind of mimic the water. But I really do love this blend. I was thinking about doing an eyeliner, but it's not happening. You can't make. Oh, you son of a bitch! I just dug my finger into my favorite Terra Moon shade. So I'm taking a little bit of the shade Milky Way from Terra Moon's Cosmetics, and I'm just going to place it like right here. I did already lay down a little bit just to see if the colors would be okay. And this has more of a green reflect. And I'm also going to go in with the shade. What shade is this? I think this is Atlas. Yes. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Atlas, which is more blue based. And I'm going to place that right here. Right, so these are the eyes. I'm gonna find a pair of lashes and I will be back in a minute. I'm back with some lashes on. That took a little longer than I thought it would because this lash will not stick down. But onto the base. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. Surprise, surprise. Also, this is like the first time I put anything besides aloe on my face in like 2 days. Because like, I'm not so burned on my face, but I'm like, I'd rather just keep aloe on more than anything. And my skin is so dry. It's It's god-awful. And now the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum in the shade Main Squeeze. I am so ready for this product to be out. But now it's filled with air, so it's squeezing a little better, but I just want to finish a product. Also, these are all the brushes I used. So, love that for me. And next, I'm going to go in with the Haus Labs Trichlone Skin Tech Foundation in the shade 070 Fair Neutral. Yeah. A minute. Oh, that's a hair. That's gross. This is a little peachy for me, but whatever. And I'm just gonna blend. Finally get that spot on my chin. Like, I don't think it's a breakout. I also just plucked like all of my chin hairs before starting filming, so I have a feeling it's just irritated skin from plucking. I also did finally order a bag, like for my trip, for like clothes and stuff. So, hear me. It was on sale. It was like 20 bucks. It's pink. It's just a weekender bag. It's not like it's a whole suitcase. And next, I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Full Filter Concealer in the shade 1.7B Honey Beige. Right? No, just honey. Sorry, I lied. I love a more matte concealer with a dewy base anyways, but I also really want to use the Natasha Denona concealer that I got, because I finally got it in the right shade for me. But it's downstairs in my makeup bag because I did my makeup on the train Saturday morning, so it's still in my bag. And I'm just too lazy to go get it. I'm gonna be so honest with you here. But I know the Huda and the Haus Labs sit well together, so. Also, this is not a concealer brush. This is from BK Beauty. I'm just too lazy to find my concealer brush right now. And for bronzer, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood. What is this called again? Yeah, the Hollywood Contour Wand. This is in the shade Fair. Yeah, Fair. It's one of the new shade extensions. I hate the packaging for this because even though this was twisted closed the entire time, like half the product leaked out. So, a little pissed about that, but what can I do, realistically? Oh god, I put way too much. Oh no. Oh no! I may need to go over it with a sponge. I'm gonna try to move this around a bit too. The best part is that mechanism still wasn't open, so that was just whatever was left on the tip, and there's still more. Not the tip, the sponge. Blend this in. Also, makeup keeps sliding off my sad, poor little sunburnt nose. So, oops. Right. So this is the Huda Beauty blush filter in the shade Bubblegum. I know I use it a lot, but when I do a more intense blush, I also like to put this a little closer here just to bounce it out a little, because I will be going in with a slightly brighter blush than I usually do. So I'm going to focus that there and a little, ow, there. I don't think I'm going to do fake freckles today just because the last time I did fake freckles, I'm pretty sure my product that I used ran out, so scraping the sides. And then this is the Rare Beauty Matte Bouncy Blush. I really like this one. And then this is the shade Thyvan, which is like a raspberry. And I'm just gonna like kind of dot it on with my fingers right now. You can see, bounce. And I'm just gonna ooh, that was working better. I don't know why I didn't do that to begin with. going to put those there too. And then start on the center. Make sure that's blended out. Just so it stays that like paler pink color. And then I'm going to start to blend out the deeper pink. Who would have thought? Wild concept, I know. I'm trying to blend this into the eyeshadow a little bit just to get a little more cohesive. This isn't as pink as I thought it was going to be. Also, it's fine if it goes here because my bangs are going to hide it, so. Also, little monster break. This is the Mango Loco flavor. It's one of the juice ones. It's the only one I can tolerate because I can't stand the taste of zero sugar things because I get like a weird mouthfeel with like the fake artificial sweeteners. So, juice. Only one I drink. And it's cheaper than getting my usual Starbucks drink, even though I usually don't pay for my Starbucks drink, but still. Now, my favorite highlighter. Well, one of. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Demi Glow Light Diffusing Highlighter in the shade Pretty Pearls. I'm never gonna forgive Fenty for making this limited edition, but realistically I know that I don't need to buy another one because I'm probably never gonna go through this all the way. But doesn't mean I can't complain about it. Again, one of my favorite highlighters. I am gonna give my face a quick spritz because I feel like this is more matte than my base usually looks. It could also be because I haven't done skincare in the past 2 days, so my skin just kind of sucked up the dewdrops and skin serum. So my sleeves are getting really itchy, so I had to roll it up, but here is the color of my skin. Here it is usually. So I'm a little toasty. But it's getting so itchy. This is the first time I've had fabric against my arms in 2 days, and I'm so itchy. It is awful. I'm gonna do a very simple lip today. I'm just not. This is from Makeup Forever. This is the Artist Color Pencil in the shade Wherever Walnut. Not Anywhere Caffeine. I got you. Mostly because the Anywhere Caffeine I use still, because I'm still using my tiny one. So this is embarrassing. I keep all of my lip liners in a Tilbury jar because I eat Tilbury ice cream and it's a good sized jar. So it's somewhere like here and I'm not planning on looking for that right now. And Wherever Walnut is also a good neutral nude color. It's on the more pink toned side. I'm actually going to take some of the Rare Beauty blush on a lip brush just to kind of help incorporate that a little into the lips. Just a little. Kind of going over where I put that lip liner. Again, very, very lightly. Just for kind of like a blurry pink lip. And I haven't even opened this still. I got this at Marshall's. Marshall's, yeah. Or TJ Maxx, one of the two. There's a spot in downtown Boston where there's a Marshall's, Home Goods, and TJ Maxx. So, this is Marshall's, it says so. But this is from Buxom. This is their Plump Shot Collagen Infused Lip Serum. This is the shade Filler, not Filla. Which is just clear. It's funny, because I had been in Macy's looking at these products, and I'm like, I really want to try one, but I don't want to pay that much money. So, naturally, when I went to Marshall's, all the shades that I wanted were there. So, they're lip products. They don't expire anyways. Oh, I should have known it would smell minty. Oh, yeah. It's not super glossy looking, but it's super like pillowy. It feels really nourishing. Again, glossy is not the word for this, but that is okay. Alright, so I need to go fix my bangs, but I will be back in a second. Alright, so this is the finished look. Now, surprise, I know it's no surprise when I say I like it, because I would not have continued the look if I didn't, / I would have restarted. But I'm also a word that I can't use on YouTube for sunset colored makeup. And yeah, I know that it makes sense that this is like a filler type of lip product, so it burns and it's pepperminty and I hate it, and I'm so very, very itchy, and I'm doing my best not to scratch up my skin, especially because I have nails, so it would feel so good right now if I did. But I like it. I think it looks good. And yeah,